Hey, Sean here. So recently I found out this awesome method to find various measures of dispersion instantly on my calculator right here. This method has saved me so much time and I'm going to share with you all today. I'll be using an Olympia ES-570MS scientific calculator to show you how this method works. So the first thing you do is turn it on and then go into SD mode, which stands for standard deviation. You press mode twice and then press number 1 to enter it. You should see a tiny SD at the top here, which means that you're in SD mode. So let me give you an example. Let's say you want to input a set of data 1, 2, and 3 into your calculator. You press 1, then M plus to input it. Now there's one element. Then 2, M plus, 3, M plus. So there's 3 elements. So you can press Shift and then S sum on the 1 key. Then this screen will pop up. You can find the sum of squares of these elements. Number 2 to find the sum of the elements, and number 3 to find how many elements you've keyed in. You can press Shift, then S var or variation. Number 2 to find number 1 the mean or the average of your elements. Number 2 the standard deviation of your elements, and this one I don't know what this does. Number 1, determine the variance of the set of data 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. So here variance is sigma squared, which is the square of standard deviation. As you can see, standard deviation is sigma, and this is sigma squared. So I may input this first.
2, 4, 5,
5, 6. Okay, so there's 5 elements. Now I want to find the standard deviation. I press Shift, then S var on the number 2, and then press number 2 again. And this is the standard deviation of that set of data. So to find the variance, I press answer, and then I square it. And this is the variance of it, 1.84. Okay. Let me clear that. Okay, so next example. Determine the standard deviation of the set of data 5, 7, 8, 8, 10, 13, 15, 16, 16, and 20. Okay, so there's 10 elements right here. Now we put that in.
5, 7, 8.
I can press it again to input the same number.
10, 13, 15, 16, 16, and 20.
Okay, so there's 10 elements. Now to find standard deviation, I press Shift, S var, and then 2. And there we go. That's my answer. Alright, so next example. The table below shows the number of books read by a group of pupils in a particular month. Okay, so here's the table. Number of books and number of pupils. So the number of books 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is my data. And then the number of pupils 3, 5, 8, 2, 2 is the frequency for this data right here. So if I want to input this into my calculator, I would input these numbers here, this number of times. Okay, let me show you. So time plus 0.
1, 2, 3. Then 1, 5 times 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 1, 2, and 4.
1, 2. So that's 20 elements. The question wants to calculate the variance and standard deviation for the number of books read. So I press Shift, S var, number 2, and this is my standard deviation. And then I square it to find the variance. So it's just like that. Super simple. And it saves a lot of time. Like, seriously. So yeah, that's all I have for now. If you like this video, do consider subscribing, liking, and sharing it. It's completely free and it doesn't cost you anything. Bye. See you in the next one.